Never turn my back on my guys when they need me. Gotta get respect from my job, it ain't easy. In a good mental state, and God is the reason. This is plain Jane season. Fresh up off the plane in Japan, I ain't leaving. They say seeing is believing. Well, here's a briefcase with $1 million even. This all week, no days off. This hard work gon' pay off. I made myself a promise young. I would never work a day job, put it in the safe. Never know when I'm gon' need that. Came here with my gang, you don't know where your homies at. Gave you a lot of game, you don't owe me back. You say you a boss, gotta show me that. Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap.
Today, from the Superdome in New Orleans, it's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the New Orleans Saints taking on the Carolina Panthers.
From a city that has hosted 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the New Orleans Saints. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
Herbert. Throwing middle, and it's complete. 85 catches for him on the year now, and the result there is a first down. Now it's Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Here's Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The numbers on the ground for Williams a week ago. 19 carries, 63 yards.
And they've already clinched a playoff berth, so I'm eager to see how they approach this game because some teams' philosophy is to go ahead and get guys out. Other teams' philosophy, continue to do what you're doing best. I expect them to go ahead and use their top guys all the way through this one.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. They hand off to their big tight end. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints are on the board first here this afternoon. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And a peek at a guy with a lot of experience. His 9th year now in the NFL under center.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Green down on first down. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The numbers for him from a week ago. 4 catches, 82 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
And taken down just shy of the 40. The Panthers at 12-3 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And the way they played last week defensively, when I watched the tape, I had to stop it a couple of times and count to make sure there were just 11 guys on their side of the field because they covered every angle and thoroughly shut down the other side. Hold them just 7 points total. They do that again, that'll get the job done one more time in a big way.
Fights through him. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That good for 19 and a first down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Looking to throw. Green. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Up the middle they go. Richardson. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming. Back to throw. Green. He finds his target. Beckham. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Green on 1st and 10. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 5. Now a handoff up the middle. LeBlanc. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down. Here's Herbert. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. And they'll send the slot in motion left. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Throw left side complete. That's Lindsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. Now Green throwing on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On first down, it's Richardson. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Richardson. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. They'll run on first down. Richardson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are an extra point away from drawing level. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Saints coming out now to take the field. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 23. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up.
In a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 1st down, Green. This is Donnell with a grab. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. They run with Richardson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw is Green on 1st down. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Green. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They're going to run. Here's Richardson. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Where they were on the field, kind of no man's land. Do you like the call?
I love the call. Almost had to go for it there, right? Because of what you just described. Too far for the field goal. Too short for the punt. You might punt in the end zone and just give them good field position anyway. Let's go for it. Plus, they were moving the ball. They had confidence that they could pick up this last bit of real estate.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll get just a couple, but the sticks move again. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Throwing on 1st down. Green. A quick throw, but incomplete. 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Here is 3rd down and 4. Operating from the gun. Green. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Panthers will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive spans 13 plays. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Back to throw here, Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Atkins. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Saints in the hurry up here, clock continuing to roll. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Herbert throwing again. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. They snap it to Herbert. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime.
We start with the Battle of the Bays, one of the most anticipated games of the entire season. Green Bay heading south to take on Tampa Bay. And it's the Buccaneers who are out in front. The Bucs trying to hold on and claim victory. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Quentin Johnston, 2 touchdown catches in the victory.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. But the Panthers going to take over here to start quarter number 3. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Here now, 2nd and 4. They run the counter. It's Richardson fighting him off. Still on his feet. He may go. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Here comes third in the length of the football. Back to throw. Green toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Well, they picked up right where they left off from the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down. Up the middle they go. LeBlanc, and he'll get about 2 there to the 36. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Herbert now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I like the call on 3rd and 2. They were geared up to stop the run. I like the fact they just hit them quick. Little slant route. All about timing there, partner.
Yeah, the timing, everything well executed. Herbert on first down now. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
Even the most elusive quarterbacks have those tough days where they can't avoid sacks, and this is one of them. 3rd time he's gone down. He might develop some happy feet now, wanting to escape the pocket and try and gain more yardage with his legs.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Operating from the gun. Herbert. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Gonna throw on third down with Herbert. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Richardson. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. 157 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Richardson. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Here's the Panthers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a throw here, hauled in. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Herbert. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. And we'll see what he can do on the return. A 10-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. On 2nd down now. It's Richardson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On 1st down, it's Richardson. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. Now they try out here at the 3-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Back to throw. Green. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. From 3 yards out. And the Panthers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the 4th quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them. But we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. On 1st down, it's Herbert. He'll find Lindsey here. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Herbert. And that one too wide and incomplete. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Herbert. He'll drop this down to Williams. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go with Williams. Looking to throw. Herbert. Olave holds it in. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Herbert. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Again, Herbert. He finds his man, complete. It's Lindsey. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Back back to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
They didn't need much. They didn't get much. But what they did get was enough for a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And I don't know that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th, it doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. This offensive line starting to win up front. You win that battle in the trenches, you can kind of wear them down here late.
So you bring in the second part to that equation, and that's the big running back, the big bruiser, who can get more than what's blocked and break a few extra tackles and gain yardage.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. 2nd down and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 3rd and 4. Here's a give up the middle. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. He finds his man, complete. That's Atkins. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
To the air again, Herbert. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Back to throw. Herbert, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Looking to throw. Herbert. He's going to let it fly. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Panthers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for Carolina, they continue to show they're playoff ready as they move to 13-3 with 1 game remaining. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.